The state has reported its highest numbers of new infections yet for 3 consecutive days. And that number nearly doubled to 450 yesterday from Tuesday. Republican Senator James Lankford joins us now. He plans to attend that rally in Tulsa, and he's already there in Oklahoma City. Senator, good morning. We've got a lot to get to, so I want to jump right into it. Nobody in this country is holding the kind of indoor large gathering that the president is planning for tomorrow. Not mega churches, not sports leagues. So why put public safety at risk for a political rally?
Yeah, this is, by the way, good morning to you as well. This is a gathering like protests, like other events, like shopping, like malls that are open, like a lot of other things. Obviously, there's a lot of people that are there. I sat yesterday on a plane that was full of people coming back in. There is a lot of activity and a lot of interaction. And we've seen numbers, as you just reported, coming up in Oklahoma, coming up in California, coming up in different places around the country. So this is a situation where people that are high risk have got to make sure they're taking care of themselves. But the challenge that we have right now is isolation is what I heard from one of the scientists. Right now, what's going on with isolation is like holding a helium balloon down. You can hold it down and hold the economy down and tell everyone not to get out. But as soon as you let your hands off on it, it's going to rise. And so it is a challenge for us. We can't hold the economy down forever.
No, and the question here is not really about the economy. Of course, people want to get back outside, but, you know, protests are outdoor events, and they're not organized by something like a major political party or the president of the United States. Grocery shopping clearly has to happen. People have to take care of their basic needs. A political rally is a voluntary thing. So from the outside looking in, it might appear to be putting politics over public safety. Can you respond to that directly?
No, it's still a participation by choice event. Lots of folks are going to watch it on TV. There's an outdoor gathering at the venue as well. If people want to stay outside and be able to watch it, for folks that want to come inside, they can also do this. We have 80 testing sites set up around the state, and there's been an encouragement all this past week from the health department to say, if you're attending the rally, come get tested early, and so you can evaluate that for yourselves. Hand sanitizers, masks are provided there, temperature checks added. So there are things that are going on that are similar to other places on this. But again, everyone needs to be able to pay attention to this. They can come to the outside event, they can come to the inside event, or they can stay home and watch it.
Yeah, Senator, it's interesting that the Trump administration or the Trump campaign has had people sign liability waivers. So if they do get sick at this event, they won't hold the campaign liable. That's an acknowledgement of something. But forget legally. Let's talk morally. This is your state. These are your constituents. Have you thought about how you will feel if somebody gets sick or, God forbid, dies?
Yeah, I think everyone thinks about that all the time. The thing that we've had in our state that every other state has had is a lot of questions about liability for reopening. Restaurants are asking the same question, retail locations, office locations. Everyone's concerned about the liability and how this is going to work and trying to be able to figure out, does this create a moment where there's going to be additional lawsuits dealing with things where people are trying to re-engage in the safest way they can. Again, anyone attending, it is a choice for them to be able to attend. This is an optional event, not a required event by any means, and people will attend on the way that they are most comfortable in the days ahead.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about requirements for a second. You said face masks are going to be handed out, but they are not required inside the rally. The thing about face masks is that they're not really for the individual. They're to protect others from the individual. So I'm curious, in your particular case, have you made up your mind? Will you be wearing a mask?
I'll be wearing a mask most of the time. I'll have it off some of the time. Obviously, in a gathering like that, it's hard to be able to hear. So at times I'm going to have to take it off so people can hear me and I can hear them at times, but I assume that I'm going to have it on a lot of the time. Interestingly enough, I got home late last night back from D.C. I went to a restaurant with my family. I was the only person in the restaurant that was wearing a mask. That is typical for Oklahoma.
Do you take that to be a good thing or a bad thing, Senator?
I was saying that is a thing at this point.
Or?
No, I was saying that is a thing at this point. Oklahoma's been through 7 weeks now of reopening. It's only been in the past week that we've seen a bump in our numbers, and we know that's a re-engagement that's happening. Thankfully, our hospitalization numbers have only slightly ticked up. Our death numbers are still staying flat. So we're learning how to be able to manage this a little bit better as we go. But we are always attentive to what we can do to be able to protect each other.
All right, Senator, I appreciate it, and I'm glad we lingered on the rally. It is an important milestone event. We haven't had an event like this in the United States since the pandemic hit. So we wish everyone the best of luck and, of course, the best of health as well. Senator, thank you